Welcome to Digging Up Positivity, where we cover positive news from the furry fandom and beyond, covering conventions and fundraisers all over the world, including special moments at Eurofurence, some lovely animation news, and an exclusive interview with one of the more relaxing chill streamers, Casey Explosion. But first, all those wonderful charities, and with con season going on in full effect, oh, there sure are a lot of them. With little warning, the wildfires on the island of Maui, Hawaii, destroyed and devastated many houses and communities, and the critters of Furality banded together for aid for these unfortunate souls. At the time of recording of this video, they raised €6,362. At Indy Fur Con, critters raised $20,800.90 for EARPS, a non-profit rescue working tirelessly to help exotic and non-traditional pets through fostering, adopting and educating. The lovely folks at FurruyDephia, which was very IKEA themed this year. I wonder how many screws they needed to build this con. Raised a lovely $11,896.41 for the Bella Reed Pitbull Rescue Charity. And the Tails and Tornadoes, they have raised $10,000 for ARF Bartsville, a rescue and adoption facility devoted to the more difficult to adopt dogs and cats, striving to give them all a loving forever home. And we have my own home convention, Eurofurence 27. The charity team I am part of announced during the closing ceremony that we raised €23,510. At that moment on stage, the standing ovation that went on for so long, the response from the people in Ukraine. However, during the last run and recounts, a lot of additional funds came in, and we managed to raise a whopping €40,004.88, which is $42,725.81 for you animals, helping the animals in Ukraine. A new record for Eurofurence. And I am ever so proud to be part of that amazing team. Radio Rabbit Hole was raising funds for the Trevor Project this month. At the moment of recording this video, the total amount is $576. 957 attendees had a prehistorical good time at FursonaCon. The Dinosaur Team convention had two charities this year, Second Chance Wildlife and the Maui Humane Society. The total raised was $14,000. And the critters at MegaPlex in Florida, USA were very busy raising money for the Street Dog Coalition. The Floor Wars alone raised a whopping $10,750.77, but the grand total was $88,000, a seriously staggering amount gathered by 5,189 attendees. In the UK, Davuu was raising money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation in Fursuit. They managed to raise $636.64 for this wonderful initiative. And back in the US, we had Wyoming's first furry convention, FurEver West, where 105 attendees raised $865.92 for the Laramie Animal Welfare Society. Every year, it is always a special occasion to see where we end up with the complete amount raised per year. But this year, we're really going strong. This month, with several more to go, the charities and fundraisers covered in my videos passed the $1 million mark. I am ever so happy about this, and I am so curious about the end of this year. To everybody who made this possible so far, thank you very much. Yes, I am a grey muzzle. I love my memes and many of them are vintage. And I remember many of them From all your base, the reaction animals, and of course the meme factory known as Weeble stuff. And well, this month they reminded me that the Badger meme is 20 years old. And it has been living for exact that time rent-free in my head. Blender often releases little showcases for their animation software, and this month they released Wing It, a lovely animation about a cat building a spaceship. However, a dog is about to ruin all the plans, or will he? This animation is a love letter to the classic golden era of cartoons, and that has the timing just right. Do check it out on the Blender Studio page, linked in the corner. In 2000 we had a wonderful Aardman animation inspired by The Great Escape, Chicken Run, and Netflix dropped a trailer for the sequel that will be available in December. But it is Netflix, it's always a little bit of a hit and miss, but the trailer itself looks very promising with the same deadpan British humor I come to love from these chicks. Juliana and Timotheus Landers have made a lovely animation called Innocence of the Sea, where we follow a group of water dragons based on various marine animals, protecting what they hold most dear. Some may see it a little bit of a resemblance with a certain toothless dragon, however that also has drawn the same inspiration, which only shows how lovely that design is. But despite that, the redesign for future projects will be a little bit different. But even with this, I find it wonderfully relaxing with that smooth music, and I do recommend to check it out. To continue our relaxed journey, I often have Lo-Fi Girl on my streams, and the success of the channel spawned many more, one of them being Lo-Fi for Foxes, and I just love the art as well, and the kind of music is just my vibe to focus. Speaking of relaxing and winding down, our special guest, our featurette of this month, Casey Explosion. This month at Digging Up Positivity, we have a very special guest from Ireland. She is known for her lovely, relaxing game streams with a wonderful vibe in it, but also for her exemplary function and role in the LGBTQ community, fighting for trans rights at every corner. Welcome, Casey Explosion.
Hello there.
Could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I'm Casey. I'm from Ireland, and as people might know me, I'm a Twitch streamer and I suppose video game influencer, and also a sloth and sometimes a cow.
I've seen the cow. It's such a cute cow, absolutely. But for the sloth, I don't see many sloths around. What's the story behind that?
Okay, so it's a little bit of a funny story, but I've been kind of on the periphery of the furry community for, some time, and I never really found any kind of persona that clicked with me that I said, hey, that's it, that's me. And so I was kind of like around the furry business for a while, and just never got into, never clicked with me until I just casually asked once, if I was a furry, what would my fursona be? And a friend of mine, because I often wear these tabby boots that so for people who don't know this, it's a Japanese style footwear where the big toe is separate from the rest of your toes. Mm-hmm. Very comfy indeed. And a friend of mine suggested a two-toed sloth because I already have the boots, and I thought that was genius. It never occurred to me a sloth before, and then as soon as this friend suggested it, it just immediately clicked into place because I'm very sleepy all of the time. It conveys something about me. It's like the whole character, the whole persona just immediately clicked into place. So for example, like the way the sloth has the kind of white face with the black kind of eye stripes. It looked very gothy makeup kind of thing, and it was like, yeah, a goth sloth, perfect. It just immediately came together, just like that.
How did you get to know of the furry fandom?
Just through a lot of people in gaming, because I don't know, did you know this, but furries, I found, are very nerdy in general.
You're talking into a meerkat with giant round glasses. Tell me more.
Yeah, so just knowing a lot of other furries from gaming, just generally, it's just always had good vibes, and a lot of the LGBTQ gamers that I would know would also be furries. So it was just kind of like always kind of been around them.
I have been active in the game industry myself, and the amount of LGBTQ people within the game industry and also in the gaming community is huge. And for and for many of them, you're like a huge inspiration. With your relationship to the LGBTQ community, could you tell us a little bit about that?
I guess so. I guess I could. So I'm gay as hell. I'm trans. I've been very, very outspoken, openly trans online as well, which I think people kind of appreciate that there's somebody in gaming who is open about things and is just like, yeah, chill and relax, and kind of people tell me they find my streams very relaxing, and just generally a kind of chill environment that they can be relaxed within.
A chill, wonderful, safe space, so to speak.
Yeah, I like that I can provide that for people, and as well, done a lot of various charity streams over the years, every so often, and yeah, so often, not always, but often involved in charities for fundraising for LGBT charities. Like, for example, a big one I did a couple of years ago was fundraising for our local LGBT resource centre in the west of Ireland to stay open.
That is wonderful. And yeah, it's the fight for equal rights is an ongoing fight, and even in countries where the thought almost looks like one, there's still much to be done. Even in progressive countries like in the Netherlands, I can see plenty of areas where things are subject to improvement, so to speak. And thanks to people like you, that fight becomes a bit easier. And especially when people have a place where they can be themselves and chill out, both as a member of the LGBTQ and the furry community. And this brings me to my next point. You were the guest of honor at Intro Irish, weren't you?
This is true. I was.
How did you end up there?
They asked me. That's it. It's like,
all right, I expected this long story and everything, but this is basically great. And I think you are an excellent choice for that. You are a wonderful representation of both communities. Which brings me to the next point. What has been your favorite moment in the fandom so far?
That's a very, very tough question, because I don't think of any particular favorite moments. I just have a lot of, there's been a lot of really nice moments, I think, in general. Like when I went to my first furry meetup, that was lovely. It was really, really nice connecting with a lot of people. And unfortunately, when I did attend Anthro-Irish, I got very sick and was in the hotel room for half the convention, and didn't really get to hang out with people as much as I wanted, and I felt very bad for that. So hopefully next time around I won't have an unfortunate time.
Well, that is, health is something that goes completely beyond your control in this case, and you have been around for quite a while. Do you have any recommendations for people who just got into the fandom, for who everything is still new?
Yeah, just don't worry, be happy. I don't think there's much advice that I can give or recommendations that I could give. Just be yourself. Just express yourself, and have a good time. I think that's the best way to go about things. Just like don't even worry about having your fursona nailed down. It took me years before something just clicked with me. So just don't stress it. Don't worry. And I think, like, when if you want to get into it, have something that expresses something about yourself, that can, like, that's what I kind of love about the whole furry community, is that people can be very expressive with their choice of what animal they think represents them, or they want to project something or communicate something with that fursona. That's something you can play around with a lot.
Yeah, and I really... Oh, sorry.
No, go right ahead.
And I really do like it that you chose not a standard animal, so to speak. I only have known a few sloths, and trust me, I've been in the furry fandom for 25 years, and you are a perfect representation of a sloth, one of the kindest I've seen so far.
Oh, thank you. And also a cow sometimes.
Cows are lovely. And
like this.
Oh, look at you! And you got your other character on your t-shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, that's adorable.
You don't see too many cows either. That's another thing.
Yeah, and with that, I would like to thank you for taking your time to join me on my show. And I wish you the best, and I sincerely hope that we once meet, maybe on Anthro-Irish or another FurCon, because you seem like such a wonderful person.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for staying with us till the very end of this video, and I am so thankful for you sticking around. And of course, thank you for supporting me on Subscribestar, YouTube or Patreon, like these amazing critters: Cosmic with a K, Els Dekkers, Falconeo, Hanzana, Ishnula, Manic, Dendrew McNally, Taros and Scorechaser. And of course, Global Furry Television for working together, pooling resources and being overly awesome beans. And of course, if you want to get some Tabo merch, check out the Artwork T-Store or my weekly-ish streams on Twitch. Thank you all for your lovely support and love. Remember, you are loved as well, and all the hugs.